Hi guys, how you doing? I'm Hashim and welcome back. Episode 6 of the Inner Circle podcast. And I'm joined by producer Guj, the faceless man.
Yes, people, how's it going?
And he's back once again behind our screen, doing all of the checks that we need to verify all the answers and all the theories that come on this show. But, you know, I just want to take a second to say thank you very much to everyone who subscribed, liked, and keeping up to date with us on social media. The following has been great. It's been serious, man. Like, you know, how we've grown and organically we're getting so much support and love from everyone out there. So I just can't thank you guys enough. We're only going to get bigger. We're going to grow better, and of course, we'll hopefully become a little bit wiser. I don't know, that might happen, maybe, maybe not. But you know what? This show is about being raw, authentic, and just, you know, here to give you guys some entertainment, some information, and to educate you as well. So, moving on, let's go to our guest today, because our actual guest cancelled on us today. So we're gonna get one back. So boo to you, firstly. So that's for you cancelling on us. But we don't let that get to us because we make the best of a bad situation. And today, you know what we're going to do? We're talking to somebody who's actually very, very close to our heart and somebody who's helped us out so much here on like this journey. And it's been an absolute pleasure to work with this gentleman. So I want to welcome on the program, Malat Sammy.
Thank you, brother.
How you doing? How do you like that interview?
I love that, bro. That was.
Do you feel professional?
I'm humbled. No pressure, man. I do this for a living. It's so good. It's a pleasure and honor to be on your platform, my bro. Thank you so much. I'm seeing the growth. I'm seeing the vibes that you guys bring into the studio. It's a pleasure. I tell Guj all the time. It's one of my favorite shows to do. Like I will stay open for you guys 24 hours.
It's because we're so chilled out.
You are. You're so chilled out.
No
You
pressure.
make people feel comfortable. It's vibes. The conversations are always great. We see like your vision, we believe in it, and we're just grateful to be a part of it. As simple as that.
So Sammy is the man in charge here at the London Media Group. So let's talk a little bit more about who is London Media Group? What do you guys do?
Yeah.
And how did you guys come about?
Yes, so we started our studio in 2021. So London Media Lounge is a group of studios in one location. So we have about 6 studios in this location here in West London, in Uxbridge. We have a studio in the UAE as well. Also kind of similar setup, multiple studios. So you can use our location here or there. So what do? We're a content production house. So we create whatever people want us to create, really. So either it's a podcast, online course. We have green screens for people to do photography. We do like sales videos, whatever people want. Some people come here just for clips, you know, social media, TikTok and stuff like that. So we support people throughout. We have people like you who are very accustomed and familiar with this scene. So it's easy to work with you guys. It's the vibe. We just enjoy the vibes. And then you have the business owner who's never been in front of the camera. So we work with people from end to end. We help them with scripts, bookings, distribution of content. We run ads for people. We generate leads for people. So all of that under one roof. Recently, because of AI and stuff like that, so we are in the mix of creating clones, holograms, that sort of stuff, virtual tours. So it's been fun. It's a great industry to be a part of. We've met a lot of people from different industries. We met a lot of celebrities, TikTok celebrities and internet celebrities and stuff. So it's been quite the journey. We're very grateful and everybody's welcome here.
And you started off as a podcast host as well, didn't you?
I did, bro.
It was something that you were telling me, I remember.
So I
some
started
podcasting as well back in the days.
Yes, sir. So that's how it started. I wanted to start a podcast / a YouTube channel, right? So my inspiration at the time, a 22-year-old guy, Joe Rogan, innit? He came into the scene. I've seen Joey Diaz, I've seen all these guys. I'm like, shit, this is what I want to be doing. So I set out to be the Joe Rogan of the UK or this side of the world, and turned out to be a business that I wanted rather than be, a podcaster. But I did run a podcast for about 45 episodes, and the reason why is because it helped my business. So you get all of these people that will come in to your studio, do a podcast, and then they'll be like, oh, can you do it for me in my business?
Yeah.
So that's how I built my business. So just quick tip for people out there. If you want to build a business, podcast can do that for you. You know what I mean? You can meet the people that you want to work with through a podcast. With that, I transitioned a little bit into YouTube, started doing MMA content. Listen, if you want to start YouTube and you have if you like a sport as a dude or as a chick, choose a sport because sports have consistent news. So every week there's something to talk about. So it makes your job so easy. So I grew that channel to like 10K subscribers. I was making money off of it. And then I kind of lost the love for it. You know what I mean? I started thinking maybe I'm wasting people's time. I'm wasting my time. I'd rather spend it on the business. So that's, in a nutshell, the story of it. Fast forward 5 years later, we're here. The studios look better. Our client list is about 300 plus.
Amazing.
You know, so we're doing okay. A lot of people know us. You know, when you come here, you see how many people.
Yeah,
when they come,
we have a lot of mutuals actually.
a lot of
It's quite good.
mutuals. So, and it's a great network, a great community here in West London. So, yeah, in a nutshell, we're very happy with what we're doing, and we just want people to know more about us and come through.
And how have you seen the development of podcasts in the last, I'd say, 4 to 5 years?
Yeah, so it became more. A lot of people think that you can come here without a network and just you and your mate and make it happen with no structure, no nothing. Look, there are certain things that you need to have, right? Number one, you need to have a network. Like you guys have massive network, and just the list of guests that are coming on the show. People, it's gonna be huge. So that's very important. You are a good speaker. You've been doing this. You know how to get information out of people. You make it fun and valuable for listeners to listen. You need to have passion for what you do as well, bro. Like, you need to have passion, because we've seen a lot of people come here and thinking just a conversation is gonna do it. It's not gonna do it. We have people who've been with us for years and still on like not even 1,000 subscribers, but we have others who've been with us for years, quit their jobs, monetized. It's you have to be passionate about what you're doing.
But bro, I have to ask, like, why do people think that it's just like, all right, me and my mate gonna go talk some shit on a mic and people will love us? Well, why do people even like think that? Like, when me and Guj came together to do this, like, we came with a mission, a purpose, an intention, and we knew what the end goal was going to be before anything. But I just don't understand people who are out there now who just be like, yeah, fuck it, we'll just open a
lot of
podcast.
People, unfortunately, today think they're way more interesting than they are. There's a lot of people out there. I swear to God, they think, but they get a real reality check when they when they come here and realize that nobody wants to listen to that shit.
But what makes people stand out then, in your professional opinion? What could you say that?
Passion. People who are passionate about their topics, they make it work. So like I said, I can give you, like, I have a list of like 10 case studies of people who made it happen from themselves here. And the one thing that never wavers is that they never talk about shit they don't know nothing about.
That's the best way.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So you have football shows who just stick to football. You have, like gaming shows, stay on gaming. We even had F1 and E1 racing people who blew up, because they are passionate about that.
Yeah, of course.
So then you have this I don't want to be, single out anyone, but then you got some two chicks who are thinking that they're gonna, let's talk about dating. You know how many people are talking about dating out there?
Dating is a massive topic, I think, right now. Relationships, feminism, society, men's rights, women's place, man's place.
Yeah.
I think every other video I see online talks about relationships and society these days, and dating. It's a massive thing, and I feel like everyone doing it is just them giving their 2 pennies worth. But that content's getting a lot of coverage.
True, but how are you able to keep it interesting every week and not repeat what you told us?
Yeah, but then I also
last
see
week?
I see other podcasts who are not from this country who will just gather a panel of about 10, 12 people.
Yeah.
And they'll just rip the shit out of them.
Yeah.
I find it hilarious.
We have a show like that here as well. So
it's great.
Yeah.
But they'll invite guests who won't know as much information or knowledge on such a topic, and then they will school them.
Yeah. They make fun of them.
Because people enjoy. That's what viewers enjoy.
Negativity, bro. Though I do not support that one.
We
bit.
don't support it.
Yeah,
either.
I don't support that one bit. I think I love shows that give value, give positivity to people rather than negativity, because I've seen all kinds of shows in here, and I'm happy with the shows that we helped make successful, and I want more of those shows, you know what I mean, including yours, you know what I mean, like you guys already have the amazing profile to be big and huge, and I'm looking forward to seeing it happen for you guys. But yeah, back to my point. The reason why it doesn't work is that people think that I just post and that's it.
Yeah.
You have to have a strategy, bro. You have to have a strategy about what type of guest am I bringing? When am I bringing them? When do I release their episode? How many clips am I releasing? And stuff like that. And just And there's other formulas, you know what I mean? Like it's not, you don't have to just do podcasts. You can do YouTube, you know what I mean? I've made my channel work in like 6 months. I was getting paid because I knew the formula, right? Obviously, it could have changed by now, so I haven't been on YouTube for some time. But I do not want to discourage anyone from doing podcasts because there are different ways why people do podcasts. I will tell you that 70% of all the podcasts that get filmed here, they're not for the viewer to get views. They're mostly for networking and therapy. It's therapeutic, bro.
Therapy.
Yeah, people come here and work on their public speaking.
Wow.
Yeah, they work on their public speaking before they go and do gigs and stuff like that because people who've never sat in front of the mic, you have no idea how nervous they are, bro.
It is
so nervous they
I'll
come
tell you
here.
one thing, Sammy. Look, I've been doing radio for like pretty much all my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, since I was a kid. And at the end of the day, like on the mic now, it's like a second nature to me. Like, Gudge will go starting, and I'll be like, yeah, okay, cool. Like that. That's literally how it goes. And it's just like a switch. Like I can walk in 1 minute before I start, and I'll be like, all right, cool, let's go.
Yeah.
But that's because I have done it for so long and understanding that this is just part of the training.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm better than anybody. I'm not saying that I'm here to say that now I know more than you. But this is for me to just say it just comes with consistency. A long time doing it.
Yeah.
When you do it a long time, it is a switch. Yeah,
Yeah,
Gudge can agree because he's been with me on the journey the whole way, and it's a very hard thing to like forget. Once it's ingrained, it's like riding a bike when you crack on.
Yeah,
Same thing goes with DJing as well. It's the same kind of thing. Like you can never forget how to mix, but at the end of the day, when it comes to talking to people and sitting in front of a camera, getting on the mic, it is not easy to enunciate your words, to give context, to give people understanding, to get the best out of people. It's very hard to do that.
Absolutely.
I see barely people have social skills to do it in a coffee shop with other people. Like people can't even go on a date these days. Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
And they can't even talk to people.
Yeah.
I see people would rather sit there and text people like through dating apps rather than actually say like screw it, let's go have a coffee.
Yeah.
And I see it even when I go out. And I'm not bringing it back to the topic of dating or anything like that. I'm just giving an example. I've gone out at restaurants and I've seen couples out and about. They're out. They're on a nice place. They're in a nice place, fancy restaurant, whatever. They're all sat on their phones. Both of them. No conversation, no sort of social intellect, no sort of way of actually communicating with people or actually giving each other time of day. They don't have that social, I'd say, education to be able to sit. Like, we're quite lucky, I believe, because I was born in the 90s. So we were in between that, the generation between which had the old school values and obviously the Gen Z, new technology, new era. Like now, if I look at Gen Z and some people, I'm like, these people barely got an idea how to string a conversation together.
That's true, man.
But it comes down to it once again, like when you build yourself up and you use a platform and you learn how things go for you, it's crazy.
Yeah. And
like how you say that people come here to learn vocally how to become a public speaker or to practice their public speaking. I think it's a great thing. Yeah. And I wish more people were like that because at the end of the day, like you're only going to make your business better, especially if you're here to promote your business. If you're not the face, people ain't going to know. They're not going to take you serious.
Oh, it's never been more important for you to jump in front of the camera, man. Honestly, as a business owner or even anybody really, you need to be in front of the camera. Even just one video for your website. People do business with people, and if you don't have people on your website or your pages, you're gonna look like an AI company from India that nobody should trust.
Hey, those guys
No offense.
Those guys do all right, man.
You get me?
Yeah, Gudge is one of them.
Yeah, shout out Gudge, man.
You don't know, I've got about 20 people working for me.
Is it crazy, boy?
Little minions.
Yeah. But
and they go, "Hello, sir."
Is it?
They got respect.
Yeah, I need listen. I need a sales
we can help
team.
you out, man. Don't worry.
We'll talk
Call
after.
center.
Yeah, exactly. I do need one of those. But yeah, you get the point is that we live in a different time, and you need to be in front of the camera whether you like it or not. Unfortunately, there might be industries where you don't need that. You have built your reputation over the years.
And I don't agree with that.
You don't agree with that?
Nah, bro. I think personally, right nowadays, you need it. Presence is everything. People don't see your face. People don't know the business. If you're not putting content out, people don't know
Simple
anything.
as that, yeah. People do business with people. They need to see the people they're gonna work with, man. Honestly,
it's like sales rule. It's sales 101. People buy people.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, if they can't relate to you, if they can't feel connected to you, if they can't feel like, how we get along. We get along like boys, yeah. Like we'll come, we'll have a laugh or a joke. If you can't have that, they're not going to do nothing with you.
True that.
Do you know what? It's interesting since we've started the podcast. I've had to basically, I hate being this guy and I hate social media, but I've had to keep posting every day just for the video production business, right?
Yeah.
And what I've noticed is it's really weird. I had a customer call me yesterday and they said, "Oh, we saw your posts and that's why we're just going to ask, are you free tomorrow? We need you to come in to do a shoot." But hang on a second. I've always been there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
If I
Relevance, right?
Yeah, so if I didn't post, you wouldn't have called me.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, and the sad thing is, we're just posting just to get work.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why we're doing it.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
We're not here to get rich and famous.
no, of course.
You know
Well,
what I mean?
who wants to, like, you know? It's funny because I've lived near Uxbridge my whole life, right? And whenever I come here and I'm with the missus, she gets so annoyed because she's like, "Why are you shaking so many hands?" And between us, how many people do we know? Especially, you know, being in the wedding industry, doing all these things, right?
Oh, I lost count.
Do you know? So when we come here,
I
I've gone
sometimes
to
forget people's names.
Yeah,
It's
this is
such
the
not, I'm not
thing.
being bad,
Not even
but there's been times where I'm like,
Oh.
"Yeah, bro, how you doing, man? How's the family?" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, you get those moments.
Broski.
Yeah.
My
Broski,
guy.
yeah. And I'm like, yeah, call me, yeah. You got my number, innit? Yeah.
Do you get what I'm
got
saying?
your
And
number.
the thing is, it's not in a bad way because you obviously DJ at weddings, right? How many people do you meet? You're not going to remember anyone. We do like thousands. I've gone over
Bro,
that roster.
forget just
do you know what I mean?
weddings, bro. Just people in general.
Yeah.
From when we're out, from radio, from media, everything. Just everything and everywhere, bro. Like
Yeah.
it's so hard to keep up. It's not being like big headed or anything. It's just part of the industry we're in.
You just forget people's faces. That's and it's
Because we meet so many different
with
people.
right? And
And people don't understand. It's a big struggle, man.
so I came to Uxbridge. I was like, I obviously went to school around here, and then I went to college, and I went to uni here, right? So Uxbridge is like a hub. I come here, and we just wanted to get something to quick shopping, get something to eat, and go home. I must have shaken about 25, 30 people's hands, and they're like, she's looking at me like, "Fucking, do you think you're some celebrity or something?"
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? I was like, literally, that was my cha-cha. That was the thing. That was like school friends.
Crazy.
Like, what am I supposed to do? I can't say like, "Oh yeah, I don't want to
Well,
talk
you're
to
from
you."
the ends, isn't it?
Do you know what I mean? It's just part of the game. But
Yeah.
it's sad that we have to jump on socials just to earn a living. That's the reality of the situation.
Name of the game right
Bro,
now.
it's
G.
the name of the game, and that's where we are.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, this is where we're at, innit?
I want to play a game with you.
Come on.
It's called, ladies and gentlemen, this is called Story versus Story.
Okay, cool.
All right, so I'll tell you a crazy story from the studio. You tell me a crazy story from the weddings. How about that?
Let's do it, let's do
We
it.
have to be careful, man. What we
No,
say,
no,
cancelled.
fuck it. You know what?
Nah, I can't do this.
No,
man.
no,
I
no.
can't fully do it.
Because of today's guest, right? I'm not going to mention their name, right?
You know who you are.
You know who you are.
Coming for you.
It's okay.
And
It happens.
we're going fucking guns blazing today. Fuck it.
Yeah. And to all the people,
Where's
that-
my sunglasses? Somebody call him right now.
Yeah.
I want to start doing it.
if you think it's about you, it is.
It probably is. If you have to think about it,
Yeah, that's it.
it's definitely.
But no hard feelings. Honestly, we're not gonna mention
Plenty
names
of
or
hard
anything
feelings
like that.
cancel on us.
All the best to you guys, and it's great to see you successful and blessed. Story number one.
Let's go.
So we
So
get,
wait. Before you do that, viewers, right now, all three cameras. So we're gonna go head to head, and basically, Sammy's gonna tell us a crazy story about what goes on in this studio. Because you know what, after hours, there's some certain things that go down. This is what happens, and we're gonna give you a bit of an insight about that.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna start with a light story. So I get a client a couple years back.
I love how he says light because I want to know how heavy these stories are.
Yeah. So a couple years back. Now this is very light. So my man comes in just to show you the psychology of people. You know, this is just to teach you about psychology of people. My man comes in and he's doing it, over promising everything. Yeah, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. Great. Let's start with your first episode, bro.
Yeah.
Let's do that first. So, anyways, he starts. He gets some crazy, like crackheady people. You get me? Like we're talking about some of the worst individuals.
Talking about what?
Nothing. Talking about nothing. He's talking about like I remember first time he brought a chick here, and I can tell this guy's a weirdo. First time he brought a chick here, he goes, "So let's talk about anal sex."
What?
I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Cuz and I was sitting over there, and I'm like, "Gee, this podcast is wild." Anyways, so my man gave himself a new name, and
Alias.
Yeah. No, he believed in it, that new name,
Okay.
because he connected it to he was a descendant of the gods or some shit like that. Like he truly believed that. And he was wearing these ancient Egyptian stuff like, I am a descendant of King Sekmoratep, whatever the fuck. Yeah, he was talking crazy. Turns out, his main job, Monday to Friday, was changing, toilet paper and condoms in toilets. Innit?
What?
Yeah, that's his thing. But coming here and living that new persona was a way for him to cope.
Oh, wow.
So that's a story that I want to put out there. Don't search my man. You get me? Like, let him be.
We haven't mentioned his name, so they can't search him.
Yeah. But just seeing stuff like that made me realize how people like are, the psychology of human beings is interesting. So, light story.
Not even just that.
Yeah.
Coming back to your point, people just want to be famous,
Yeah,
but they don't know why they want to be famous.
Uh-huh.
That's the one thing. You get people who are famous these days for nothing.
That's a good point.
Bro, you got birds who are famous just for having a BBL and their lips done, bro. Come on. Sorry.
Crazy, true.
We're
Oh,
talking straight.
by the way, that girl died. Remember we was on about that
yes,
podcast?
yes, yeah, we were
Yeah,
talking
sorry.
about
That's great.
It is a girl that got ran over. Sorry, R.I.P. to her
so
family.
sorry.
No. Let's be serious. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a big topic.
That particular.
I thought it was pretty fucked, to be honest. Like,
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
So what happened?
So basically, what happened? It was in a Mayfair club. There was an altercation between two young ladies. I would say young, but I'd say they were late 20s, 30s.
Late 20s, 30s. Yeah.
Anyway, ladies who are out, they're very well-known, influential girls online. One is for beauty, the other one is I don't know what her occupation was, but very well-known, heavy Instagram following, but all done up, glam, you name it. Yeah, they got into some crazy beef
Over a guy.
over a guy
Mm.
in the restaurant club, kicked off inside, spilled out onto the streets. And the viral video that went around was actually showing one of the girls getting in the car, and then she ran her over and an innocent bystander.
What happened
So-
to the innocent bystander?
Poor guy was just collecting his bike. He was trying to
but
go
is he
yard.
okay physically?
Yeah, I think he was okay.
Yeah, no,
I think he
he
survived.
suffered injuries.
But the other girl died.
She
Yeah,
was
she
in. She was
died.
in critical, and then she died.
So, murder. So a girl killed the girl.
Well, here's the thing. Before all of this incident happened, Bouncer actually released a video about this, like a reaction video, and it was him reacting to the girl that did the running over, and she's just acting crazy online, like.
Yeah, well, she kept saying stuff like, "Oh, don't push me too far.
Yeah.
I'll lose
And
control."
he's like, mental
I'm
health.
like, bruv, what the fuck are you gonna gain out of this, bruv? Like seriously, like you're fighting over something so stupid, and look at the long-term effects that you will have on your life, your family, and the people around you. Like at the end of the day, you're not afraid of doing time. You seriously got some issues because nobody wants to do time. Like
Yeah.
at the end of the day, why are you going to waste your life? What are you going to do to your
What-
parents if you've got children? Why are you going to ruin everyone around you for the sake of you getting angry over something which is it's just irrelevant? at the
I'm
end
not
of the
even
day?
sure she's gonna get time. I reckon she's gonna get sectioned.
She's been charged.
But
She's saying that. Oh yeah, so
yeah,
she was saying online like there's something wrong with me. You don't want to take it too far. Obviously, like.
her mental health.
But there you go.
basically, yeah.
Well, there you go, love.
Not that it look
Enjoy. You know what I mean?
Crazy.
Like,
for,
Yeah,
for
deal
what
with the
she
consequences.
did, she needs to get punished. But I think what Bouncer was trying to say was the fact that mental health is out there, and like, just I'm not sticking up for her. I'm just saying whatever she's done is wrong. But this is what happened 3 days or a couple of days prior to when then she's gone and pushed herself to the limit over a guy or whatever, and she's run this girl over. Is his point what he was trying to make was maybe it's something to look at, that like to take it seriously about the girl's mental health, and it's
that's all fair.
but
Bouncer's all fair saying that.
yeah
She's responsible for herself, bruv.
yeah she is.
She's a
Can't
grown
we
adult.
all- Can't we all say we have
But
mental health?
you're a grown adult, yeah. I'm very strong
Yeah,
about
that's
this.
what
Yeah,
I'm
you're a
saying.
grown adult, yeah. You should be able to know how far you're gonna take things, right? Mental stress, mental health, yes or no. I know sometimes people don't have control. Some people do have control, but some people are in therapy. They're working on themselves. But at the end of the day, you are a grown adult. You have to abide by the laws and the rules of this country, bro. You can't just go and be slamming motors into birds. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
True, man. You can't
You can't be doing that.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you understand? Like without suffering a consequence. There
Yeah.
is always going to be a consequence to everything.
Like,
So yeah, maybe if you look at the fact that if you're going to better yourself, if you're going to be out there and you're going to be someone who's like open about their mental health, but this is the weight that people seem to forget when it comes to social media. Yeah, the burden that comes with fame, the burden that comes with being a known person, there are so many more negatives over the positives. And that's the one thing people do not understand. Everyone and their mum wants to be an influencer online, yeah, but nobody knows how to flip and handle it or to run it
it's
like a
true.
business.
It's
Let
true.
them
Like,
fucking know, G.
Look
Nah,
at
bruv, you can easily post anything, yeah?
Yeah.
Like I know people who have faceless accounts and they're making money, yeah, and
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
really good just because of their aesthetic or what they do, yeah. But then there's people on there who simply just post for themselves, bro. I'm not gonna lie, like it's very very easy to become famous online just posting fashion pictures or pictures of an outfit in a nice restaurant and a nice scene, whether you're at the beach or you're on holiday or whatever. And you see a lot of that online. That's pretty much, I'd say, 80% of social media now, especially Instagram. But it's very hard to come across people who actually can manage themselves when it comes to being an influencer, genuinely influencing, and actually, okay, they build a community, but does that community actually care about them?
Mm.
Sustaining it, running it as a business?
Okay, you as an example, right? Now, you've got the radio station. You see artists there all the time,
Yeah.
and then you've got, you're in the public eye, right? Do you find that like you have to keep up an appearance? You have to go to the gym. You have to look good. Do all of those things just because you're in the public eye.
To some extent. Like, bruv, there's people in the public... sorry. There, to some extent, because there are people in the public eye who don't look after themselves and are still famous. I have my own personal standard. I like to go to the gym. It's my time to get away from my mental health. Like, for me, that's my mental health. I get reset by going to the gym. I feel good. I feel relaxed. I can be able to run my day a bit more peacefully and a little bit more with my mind clear. But at the end of the day, I look at it this way. Yes, you have to keep your appearance. You have to look somewhat clean. You have to look well dressed. You have to look well built, because that's what everything is built on. And I'll be honest, this is the biggest point. Everything online is built on attraction, bruv.
It's true. Well, look, even in person,
You gotta look nice for people to, it's like I said, sales 101. People buy into people.
Yeah.
If they think you're fit or at least cute, you'll be like, oh yeah, he's nice. I like what he does.
Yeah.
Before you even speak, if you look half decent, I know they say don't judge a book by its character, but it's human nature. People will judge a book by its character.
no, they will, because
You'll get judged, bruv.
I'll give you an example. I'm not going to mention the person's name because
Mention it.
it's-
Tell me,
go
bruv.
for it. Who is
Drop
it?
it.
It's not fair to the person, but I film some boxing occasionally, now and then, and this particular promoter, I needed to get an interview with him,
Yeah.
and
Dana White. Oh, sorry. Go on.
it's boxing. It's boxing.
Not
So-
UFC, man.
No,
It's-
yes, transitioning.
So,
sorry. Go on.
what happened was I needed to get an interview with this particular promoter, and he was just doing like the big YouTubes and like standard the Zone, Sky Sports, and everything else. But I really needed it because it was going to go well in my documentary, and I needed to just get it done. So I spoke to his guy. That what these promoters have is they all have people around them. You can't talk to him directly or her. You have to go to their person, so basically their PA or whatever. And what had happened is I said, can you get me an interview? And I was like, I just need 2 minutes of his time. And they said, yeah, fine. All right, cool. And I just remember, he's like, who's it for? And he looked at me up and down and was like, the look of disgust. And this particular event, yeah, I didn't look the best because it was in Saudi and it was fucking hot, right?
With your man bun out.
Let's
You
not go
sweating.
into what I
Sweating.
look like, right? and I just remember him looking at me top to bottom, and he's like, looked at me disgusted.
Really?
I was like, okay, just give him a minute, like. And I just remember thinking to myself, fucking hell, like, I just asked the guy for an interview. God forbid if I asked him for anything else, right?
Yeah.
But it goes to show, right? And that wasn't the first time it happened in boxing. It was, and you have to remember, all of these guys are like well dressed and well groomed, right? And it just made me realize that the game is that. So make sure your appearance is 10-10, and when you're meeting these people, you're just gonna have to do it. You have to look, and like you have to be healthy as well, because they look at that. Unless you've made it yourself, where you don't give a fuck because you've got enough money or whatever it is,
Yeah.
right?
Dad bod.
That you can look a certain way, but unfortunately, this is what it comes down to. Appearance does matter, and but yeah, that's my take on
Thanks
that.
for your 2 pennies there. But Sammy, what
Thank
about you, man? Do you believe in that as well? Is it all about? Do you reckon?
Looks and stuff.
No, but it has. I don't say it's everything, but it has some element, bro.
100%, dude. 100%. I'm lucky in a lot of ways.
Blessed.
I'm blessed. Thank you. I'm blessed in I had Sadia Khan last weekend in here, and she's doing a course, right, and to help the men and stuff like that. And I told her like I want to get some opinion, some advice from her, and she immediately goes, "Dude, you're handsome and tall. Like you already crossed a lot of the stuff in especially relationships." Just she goes,
How many short men are there out there or something? Is there a
there's
shortage?
loads. There's loads apparently. She goes, whatever.
No, I want to hear this. No,
No, she goes, listen, if you really want to get tips of dating on how to, bag a lot of women, just find the shortest guy in the world that goes on a lot of dates, because he has all the answers. Because she goes like, short men, it's very hard for them, like harder than we men think.
Okay.
But anyways, that's besides the point. Well, I think you gotta look a certain way. You gotta, you gotta present yourself a certain way. I'm not the best at it. I couldn't care less for me.
You look solid,
But
man, today.
Thank you. But I don't put much effort. You know what I mean? But when there is a specific meeting, specific event, and stuff like that, I have to show up dapper. I have to look like $1 million basically
All day.
That way I can. Obviously, we can talk. I don't have a problem of telling stories and speaking to people and getting my point across. But if you're if you're looking if you're not, your hair is
Scruffy
gone,
and stuff.
yeah, scruffy and shit like that. It's not a good look. So you gotta show them from your appearance, the first impression in it, that you're serious about.
First impressions count. All
yeah,
the way,
100%.
And it's also what I've been told is your first impression is always how well you are dressed, how nice your shoes are, and also how well you smell. Ain't that right, Gooch?
Ooh,
Man, look at them shoes.
Listen, mate, you can smell me halfway down the road. Something like that.
Well, I say today for me, today long day at the studio. Yeah, I need to go home.
But before we go back to the story, the point I was going to come to, as much as you say, as we all have said, how important looks are, there are people out there who are just on screen or they're on a platform for the sake of their looks, but they've got no substance.
Oh yeah, that ruins it. Oh, that ruins
there's
the whole
there's a balance.
thing. Yes, I've met a lot of people, famous people, who came here. I couldn't carry a conversation. I was so disappointed. But then you get people who look like the full package online. Prime example, Sadia Khan. She came in. We had one of the best conversations I've had in a minute. I'm like, you're the fucking real deal. No wonder people are attracted to your content. And I think people feel that. But yeah, you're 100% right. Like when there's no substance in here, or at least in here, it ruins the whole image, bro.
I don't feel people talk from the heart anymore. People talk from, I'd say, other people's opinions. They take what other people say and try to put it out there just to try to get themselves
Recycling and
famous.
reiterating.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Good. It's a bit like that out there at the moment.
I agree.
Right?
I agree. I agree on that. Good. What do you think, bro?
I mean, yeah. Unfortunately, I've met a couple of big names that it's like what you said, when you see them in person and then there's nothing there and you just think, shit.
That's what you. That's
That's what I was like. You're just thinking in your head.
I've done so many interviews like that, and I'm thinking to myself, bruv. There's so many radio interviews, and I've just sat there like this, and I'm like, I'm pacing through the questions. I'm like, you're just getting like that, yeah, man, I did that. You know, you're that persona.
And do you know what the worst thing about what you do is? Okay, when people see this podcast, we're reaching the 100,000 like views or whatever, but they've like there's about 120,000 people listening at that particular time on your show, and you're like, bruv, what are you saying? Like
They don't care.
Yeah, that's the persona, isn't it? That it's
Trying to be cool.
People will still love me. That's the mentality they have.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So I want to jump into a wedding question. Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
Okay, here's story time for you. Go on, go on,
Here's
go on.
story time.
You've
So-
done one, now it's our turn. Go on.
So I'm going to start this one light as well. So I basically met one of Bhangra's famous, I want to say singers in the industry. You definitely know him, Hashim, right?
Personally,
Yeah, I think you would have even interviewed him on radio, but
Okay.
I don't want to mention who it is, right? So I'm in the, you know what happens when an artist comes to a wedding, there's always, they give him like a back room and then
green room.
yeah, like, and they'll give him whatever he wants. If he wants alcohol, if he wants whatever, right? And there's always like a posse of them, like at least 6 or 7, and they're all sitting in the back getting wrecked. And this particular one, the groom had hired this guy, right? And he was like, I want a picture with this person before he goes on stage, and I want it in his room. So I said, all right, cool. So I've gone there. The security is trying to stop me, and I'm like, look, I'm with the groom. We just want to take a quick photo, blah, 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 whatever. Right, cool. So we go into the room, and obviously we don't need to knock because I'm with the groom. And this particular artist is with all his boys. They're all crowded round, and he's just doing lines of coke. Right.
Party time, baby.
And it's party time.
That's real party time. It's snowing.
And the thing is, right, it's just out on the table. I'm looking at the groom, and the groom's looking at me.
Did he ask you to do one as
And,
well?
and I was just like,
Do we la?
Do we la la, innit? Like, and I was just like, I didn't know what to say, right? And I was like,
Yes.
oh, do you want us to come
What
back?
do you
Yes.
say?
Come
Yeah,
on.
everybody else you say
And,
yes.
and he goes, no. What is it, boys? You okay? How can I help you? This and that. He's like, oh, we just want a quick photo. He goes, oh, yeah, just give me 2 minutes. I'll just bump my nose. And he sorted himself out. He takes a picture of the groom. He's like, all right, bros, we're going to be out in 10 minutes. Yeah, we'll see you soon. And I walked out with the groom. And I was just like, he was like, yeah, don't tell my missus. He was just like, he goes, she's going to like, you know, have a fit. Like, I don't want her to know what's just happened. He goes, it stays between me and you. I was like, yeah, that's fine. Like, and I was gobsmacked that this is happening at weddings.
Why are you surprised?
Yeah.
No, but like, okay.
Come on, bro.
I've
It's
had
been,
that happen in
let's
the
begin on
studio.
this since the 80s, bro. I don't even know why you're sounding
That's-
so
no,
like, shocked.
but
That's
Hashim,
very light.
Hashim, like, I can understand it happening in clubs. I can't understand having at a Punjabi wedding.
Because you got to understand,
Weddings
these
are
people
clubs
don't get
right
out to the clubs. That's why
yeah,
they
yeah,
find a
yeah.
place where they can have let their hair down.
No,
literally.
but the artists would obviously do club gigs because they were quite big. Well, I don't want to go anyway.
They, yeah. Okay, cool.
So anyway,
Alright.
yeah. It could
It's
be a
always
band.
great when a female's doing coke.
Is it?
Was it a female?
That's what I'm trying to get.
No. I didn't say anything. I
You
don't
said it was a
know.
band. I can narrow that down.
Okay, look, you would have interviewed.
Good.
them.
What a coward this guy is. The Trump just busted the Trump.
Funnily enough, actually, I got a story.
Go on,
You go
let's
on,
head into
So
your.
I
story.
was this was pre-COVID actually, pre-COVID. So I was doing a wedding in West London, and you know the usual. It's just another Saturday. Get booked, go do the event, go home. Done everything, bride and groom, preliminaries, conversations, planning. Done everything. We've turned up on the day. Everything's set up. Everything's sorted. Bruv, I'm literally there, just about to announce the bride and groom. I kid you not, the whole hall was filled with about 30 officers from immigration.
Oh no.
So the groom was sat on the stage waiting for the bride to walk in, and he got lifted. So immigration picked him up,
Oh wow.
and that was it. Wedding was over. He was here illegally. They'd been following his story, and following him around, etc. He was trying to marry this bird who was a lot older. So she was must have been in her 40s, and he was in his early 20s. Standard passport marriage, man. You know them ones, like the passport boys. So he was trying to actually get married to this older auntie. I say auntie, but obviously 'cause she's my older. She's probably a lot older now. She would be in it. Oh, come on. So yeah, so basically the policeman came up to me. He goes like, "Yeah, but you got to stop playing the music, bro." I put a fat setup into this place. Yeah, like everything was ready. Door players were just like ready to start, and the party was about to go. I was like, "Oh man, come on, man! I just getting warmed up." And he was like, no. Then they literally grabbed the groom, put him in cuffs on the stage, walked him out.
Okay, can you tell us what type of wedding was it? Sikh? Was it Muslim? Was it Hindu? What
It
was
was
it?
actually a Pakistani guy marrying an Indian girl. Funnily enough, she was from here.
Yeah.
He was a fresh.
Okay, so
Crazy.
no, but what? Because wouldn't the wedding have happened? So was it like just a reception that you were
Yeah,
DJing at?
just a reception.
So he had already married her technically. He was
No, they were gonna do a court marriage.
Oh, so they had the reception before the court
Yes.
marriage. That's an odd one.
Yes.
It wasn't meant to be.
The,
Yeah.
the story didn't add up to me, and the office obviously just sent me the booking. I just went to do it.
Do you know the
I don't
word-
look into people's personal lives
Yeah,
like that.
yeah,
Like, if
yeah.
you're getting married, bro, I don't care. We're black, white, brown, whatever, Chinese, bro. Like, good luck to you, innit? We're here to provide a service, innit?
Yeah,
We're here
yeah.
to give you a party.
Mm.
But we're not racist like that. Like, we don't care. And I don't care if like somebody's like this caste marries into this caste.
Yeah,
or
it
religion.
doesn't-
Like,
yeah,
none of my business.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
exactly.
But the fact is that when immigration landed at a wedding reception, I'm thinking, damn, forget the groom. How many others of you in there, innit? Like, you're going to get picked up as well. But they just picked the groom up, and they said it was a fake marriage and that he was trying to coerce her into doing other things of signing off land into his name and other bits. It all came out as a criminal story.
Oh,
Like, it was
wow.
actually out, and it was in the metro and everything, yeah?
Jesus.
And I was there, and I was just like, okay, what do I do now with the rest of my Saturday night? We just spent 3 hours setting this thing up, yeah? Now we've got to take it all apart for what? So,
That's
but it was
mad.
good. We all, we had a kebab, we went for shisha, and we called it a night, innit? Like, that was
That's
it,
it,
innit?
that's it, that's
What,
all you
what more
can
can you
do.
do, innit?
Yeah.
Do you know what?
All wells that ends well, innit?
But that's crazy, dude. Like he
Sounds-
came out, there's like 30 police officers.
Do you know what I mean? Something like that actually happened to me. I was filming and it was the juggle. So the night before the wedding, right? And I just remember we're filming this pre-function and it was in a house and the bride's dad come up to me and was like, I need to speak to you quickly. Can you come outside? I said, yeah, everything all right, uncle? What's up? And he said, yeah, listen, so the wedding's not happening tomorrow. I was like, what are you talking about? And he goes, yeah, listen, the guy she was going to marry, he got picked up by immigration.
Standard.
And I'll go, uncle, this isn't funny, innit? Like, what do you mean? And he goes, yeah, listen, so can I get my money back?
Standard.
And I go,
What?
I've paid for the guys for tomorrow, right? They're all like ready to think. I've paid with them in advance. I can't now like get out of this, right? Because your guy has been picked up by immigration. Like, this is a bit of a tricky one. And I go, look, uncle, here's the thing. What we'll do, right, is I'll give you the money back for the edit, right? Because obviously we're not going to do it. And they don't get paid in advance. They get paid, on the remaining balance. So that's calm. But we're in a bit of a situation. Like, the staff's been paid for, everything's done. And he was just like devastated, man. And the thing is, it was like he's
Should have done his vetting then, innit?
well, I think we're talking early, like late 90s,
Start getting
early
share codes and
2000s.
I numbers now when
Yeah,
you're looking
yeah,
at
yeah.
marriage, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Otherwise, what are you going to do?
And I think the family was so embarrassed that what they ended up doing was, a couple of months later, they somehow managed to get him in the country. And then they got him married in a court marriage then. So it was all quite hush-hush afterwards.
I don't think that's a bad story.
Yeah, that's
bit
a good
light.
story.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it has a
think-
happy ending.
It's
Let me
a
tell
bit
you a
happy
bad
ending.
story. Let me tell you a quick bad
Let's
story.
say something bad story.
Come
go
on.
on.
One time I had a motherfucker come here, hired the green screen just to do a devil worshipping video.
How did you even allow that here?
I didn't know. So I
Who
found out.
you? Tash.
No. So this was before Tash. This was my early days where I accepted anyone and everyone in the studio just for cash. So this guy comes in, and from the minute I see him, I'm like, this guy's weird, didn't it?
Did he give you the
Man,
vibes?
He gave me the weirdest vibes
Is
ever.
he wearing like a cult outfit?
Yeah, he was wearing some crazy shit. I couldn't describe it to you now. Long hair, very skinny, brother. Yeah, very skinny. And You get me?
Yeah.
So I was like, you know, it is what it is. Come on in. We work with everybody and we love everybody. But this guy in particular, he's told me to clear out the green screen. Speaker, he needed a speaker, played his music, and then he just said I needed one camera. And then he started pulling out these props from his bag. And I'm seeing horns and I'm seeing feathers and I'm seeing shit like that. And this guy starts. And I'm seeing his face trying to do faces and shit like that. I was like, stop, bro. I was like, nah, I can't. I cannot do this. The sound that was coming from the...
What was it?
I'm like, what the fuck am I doing in this industry? Like, I really thought I was about to close the studio because I was like, is this it?
This is
I'm going to
weird.
be running and working with people like this.
There are some weird and wonderful people out there in this industry.
They're weird and wonderful people. I just didn't get it.
Mm.
He did not explain anything. He was not communicating with me. He wasn't. He was just like 1 word, 2 words. Not even an email. Tell me what you want to do. I had to stop him. I said, I'm so sorry. I don't feel comfortable seeing you do this. I don't want to provide a platform for this. And then he immediately understood, though. Immediately understood. Picked his shit up. You know, I said, we'll give you a refund, no problem. We never seen him ever again. It was one of the weirdest experiences that I've ever had. It really had me thinking, like, do I want to continue doing this? Because the sounds, the vibes, his energy, crazy.
You know, just to have a person like that in the studio, like in your presence, just makes you feel weird.
I played Suratul Baqarah that day because I knew he...
Protection.
Yes, I knew he brought something with him. You know what I mean? Like I was worried. I was worried, man. I was like, nah,
voodoo
I can't
down
do
just
that.
for shooting videos.
Yeah, but you know,
Poor guy,
just,
man. Let him have a break. He just wants to shoot.
I swear, if he reaches out again, I'll tell him whatever he wants in it. Like it's not a problem. It's just that he freaked me the hell out. I was by myself that day. Another light story. We find here and there that some of our clients have secret accounts in it, like sometimes. And one of
As in social media accounts.
yeah. One person, my producer told me this. Yeah, I can neither confirm or deny this, but we had a very nice professional client who was on TV and stuff like that. Briefly, not for too long. And we found that they had a secret TikTok account showing their feet. They had a lot of engagement, dog. I was like, they caught onto something. So when the feet thing was a big deal. I don't know if it
making
still
money
is.
in it.
I think so. So there was loads of videos just feet doing stuff, and I was like,
Or just twinkle your toes.
yeah, good on you, man. I think
Good. We need to give up producing. Start getting good.
100%.
I'm gonna get good on that.
Yeah,
But it's,
bro.
you know what it is? I think it's good that what you've built here at London Media Lounge is quite unique, because you know what? Even when we were in search of our place of residing for our podcast, like we looked and we spoke to so many people from so many different places, and we just felt the connection with you guys. And I think it's quite very important to build that working relationship, especially in business. You need to have that business relationship, and I think you guys have found the balance between professionalism, delivering, and then obviously having that relationship with your clients as well.
Sure.
And for those, Sammy, we've gone well over time.
Yeah.
So I'll ask you, Sammy, one question. What is it, that you can give clients that other studios can't?
Well, I think you said it best. You know, we're not just a studio where there's no humans in here. We're literally make you feel home, make you feel comfortable, so that you create and keep creating. And also we make you feel like this is your studio, which it is. You know, this studio belongs to our clients, and because we want you to have that confidence to bring people in. You know what I mean? And through you guys, I get to live my dreams as well. You know, I met so many big, personalities that I'm a big
Who's the biggest
fan
star
of.
you've had in here?
I can't say like a few. Big Nasty, K Coke, Stylo G. Do you know who Marco Francis is?
Yes.
Dave Courtney. To name a few. I'm sure I left out a few. Troy Deeney as well. Matt Lucas.
Mm-hmm.
So a few celebrities here and there. So I met a lot of great people here, and so we try and make people feel comfortable. That's number one. the professional things, the technical things, that's standard, dude. We can do it. We can, and we'll deliver great products for our clients, and we just love what we do.
That's amazing. And do you have any sort of advice for people who are looking into the podcast market?
Yeah.
What do they need to come here, and what do they need to be prepared to do?
I think you need to have a purpose, a vision, a guest list, and passion for your topic. Don't think just because you're gonna talk, people are gonna listen. You have to talk with value. You have to have a plan. You have to talk about things that you know about. Don't talk about nonsense. There's a reason why, we're not talking about, oh, what did Iran do today and what happened between Israel and
Yeah.
It's like we don't know. We don't pay attention. We pay attention just enough to know. And that's it. And have the passion, man. I promise you, I've seen shows go from 0 subscribers. They didn't exist before London Media Lounge. They didn't have nothing. And now they quit their jobs, they're sponsored, they're making money, they're loving it. I'm seeing them with new drip. I'm like, fucking hell, these guys
I want some of that.
You get me? So, because they're passionate, they have a plan, and they execute it week in and week out. 2 years it took them. 2 years. That's it. First year, monetization, everything. Second year, they were like picking and choosing which sponsor to work with.
Wow, that's a great
You get me?
position to be
That's it. That's the only thing I can give you right now. LondonMediaLounge.co.uk or London Media Lounge UK on Instagram. Reach out to us and we'll be able to help you.
Amazing. So that's it, guys. That's wrapping up for this episode of we're calling this episode 6 improvisation. So it was just a bit of a chat and a bit of a chinwag between the three of us. Now you get to know who the faces are, except for Goods, because he remains the faceless man for a reason.
Yeah.
As my producer.
Well, I'm sure that story, if it does make it to the cut, which we might cut it out.
Please, I want to see the reaction. I really want to see what people say.
Bro, you're going to do my bestie, man, honestly.
Arshim's disgusted.
I'm like disgusted in him, bro. Oh, fuck, man. But
You work
still,
with this guy.
but still, it's fine. It's raw. It's real. It's all about real life stories. Like me and Good, have got
Yeah.
stories for days. Like the amount of shit that we have seen at not just weddings, like just out and about and just random life things that have just happened to us. You'd be like, you lot live like a movie. Like your life's like a movie. Like sometimes I actually feel it. Sometimes there's some of the things that we go through.
As a
But-
fan of the show, I would love to hear more of those as well.
We'll have
It's
to do
great,
another
yeah.
episode in a few weeks'
Yeah.
time with Sammy. We'll just we'll just literally have a. Actually, Good. We'll do that. Let's have Sammy come in after every 10 episodes or so.
Yeah.
Just for like a roundup catch up with Sammy.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it,
Catch up
bro.
with
I'm
Sammy.
down.
and
I'm
just
down
talk
for it.
shit.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I think that's a good idea. But anyway, guys, once again, don't forget Inner Circle Podcast, myself, Hashim, producer Guj, and Sammy signing out. Don't forget to like and subscribe our YouTube channel. Check us out on TikTok and Instagram, and that's the Inner Circle Podcast official. Follow our page. Make sure you stay up to date with everything. We're always posting our shorts there, and you can watch full episodes also on the YouTube channel. But we'll be back again. We've got some more fantastic guests coming your way, and that's it for now. Signing out for the Inner Circle Podcast. Thank you.
Also, guys, we're on Spotify. Thank you.